Hi, I'm Feather Burkhauer with Parenting Safe Children, and welcome to the Parenting Safe Children video series on screening caregivers. In this video, you will see parents speaking with a prospective nanny about body safety and keeping children safe from sexual abuse.
Hey Madeline, it's really good to meet you today. Thank you so much for coming over and meeting Ann and I. We look forward to getting to know you.
Of course, I'm excited to be here. I'm really eager to see what you guys are looking for in a nanny.
Cool. Well, start, I guess, by telling us a little bit about yourself. Why do you want to be a nanny?
Well, I babysat for family all throughout high school, and I love kids. And now I'm going into my first year of college, and I'm studying early childhood education. And I think this would be a great job for me, especially because I want to be a preschool teacher.
Cool. It sounds like you have some great experience, obviously, with children and with nannying. What would be the ideal family that you'd want to work for?
I guess the ideal family I'm looking for is a family that's on the same page and is comfortable with each other. And I definitely want to understand you guys and what your discipline guidelines are.
Yeah, how would you approach discipline?
I mean, I would obviously follow how you guys would want me to for discipline. And I think that appropriate consequences are a good way to discipline children.
Yeah, it sounds a lot like the love and logic classes, that we take. And by the way, our little girl right now loves running around naked. And, she often, touches her vagina. How would you deal with that? How would you handle that?
Well, I think it's perfectly normal for kids to run around naked and discover their bodies. If she were to do that in front of me, I would tell her, depending on how you guys would want me to handle it, I would say, that's okay for you to play with your vagina, but you should do it in private and when you're alone. And then I would redirect her attention to the dog or going to play outside or something like that.
That's awesome, because that's exactly how we would handle that situation as well. What about secrets? If Karen were to ask you to keep a secret, how would you respond to that?
I think that I would tell her she can always come to me and talk to me about anything she wants, but keeping secrets from your parents is not safe and not a good idea.
Okay. Yeah, we're actually talking a lot right now about the difference between a surprise, which is okay to keep for a short period of time, and a secret, which is not okay in our house, and it's actually one of our body safety rules. And if you were to come work with us, we would actually ask you to reinforce all of our safety rules, whether that was wearing a bike helmet or not touching the stove or body safety rules. Is that something that you would be comfortable with?
Yeah, I grew up with the secret rule. I think that's a great idea, but I'm not super familiar with the body safety rules.
Well, body safety rules are, that the child is not allowed to touch anybody else's private parts, and no one else is allowed to touch hers. And, we ask her to follow an adult's rule unless that rule, jeopardizes her safety. And if it is jeopardizing her safety in any way, she's absolutely empowered to say no to that person.
Then we actually tell her that if anyone attempts to violate one of her body safety rules, that she should tell an adult right away.
Yeah, I think that's how I was raised, with all of those rules, and I think that's a great guideline for a family.
Awesome. Well, we would love for you to spend some more time with Karen at our home, kind of all of us to get to know each other a little bit better. Would you be open to that?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Would you mind if we ran a background check on you, or ran your driver's license?
No, that's no problem at all.
Okay, great.
Awesome.
All right. Well, it's really good to meet you today.
You as well.
Thank you so much for coming over and seeing us. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thanks for having me.